Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review. I'm here today to talk about a completely different subject. This is the constant whitewashing of Netflix. For some bizarre reason, Netflix seems intent on casting white actresses to play certain people of color roles on their shows, mainly their Latino roles, for some odd reason. They act like there are no Latino actresses in America or even around the world that could play these roles. Instead, they constantly cast white women who happen to look Hispanic and sometimes pass Hispanic and who have played Hispanic roles in the past. I truly do not understand why that is, especially because this is 2021 and we're living in a time where representation matters. It always matters. No matter what you say, it matters. Yes, I do feel that roles should be cast for who's ever perfect for that role, but I also believe you should also cast based on their representation. And the latest case that Netflix has now done this with is Morticia Adams. Now, I know what you're saying. Morticia Adams has always been played by a white actress, therefore, she must be white. In the comic books, it was never really discussed what race she is. However, the reason why I'm upset that they cast Catherine Zeta Jones to play Morticia Adams in the new Wednesday reboot is because the show doesn't revolve around the Addams family. It revolves around Wednesday Addams. This is a reboot centered around her in college, and she has superpowers for some reason, and she's solving crimes. Why Tim Burton went that route? Like, I don't know. But he did. And it's going to be on Netflix. And the lead actress that they cast for Wednesday Addams is Jenna Ortega. And Jenna Ortega is half Mexican, half Puerto Rican. Now, I love myself some Jenna Ortega. Ever since she was on that Disney Channel show, Stuck in the Middle. She is a phenomenal actress and she is killing it right now in the acting business. She just got through rapping Scream 5 and she's been in a couple of other stuff, and now she's going to be playing Wednesday Addams, and I couldn't be more happier for her. And so, because she is Mexican and Puerto Rican, they cast her parents in accordance to her race. Well, now they cast Luis Guzman as Gomez Adams. That's perfect. He's round, he has facial hair, and that's just how he is in the comic book. And plus, his name is Gomez from the comic books. That's like a Hispanic name anyway. And Luis, he is Puerto Rican. That's even more great. That fits in with Jenna Ortega. But then, for some bizarre reason, they cast Catherine Zeta-Jones, a white actress, for the role of Morticia instead of a Puerto Rican or a Mexican actress. And at first I was confused because I actually always assumed she was Mexican because she was in that Zorro movie and she has that look. But she's not. She's actually of Catholic Irish descent. And it's like she is white, but she's always playing these Hispanic roles. Now, I don't have a problem with Catherine Zeta-Jones whatsoever. I liked her in that Zorro movie. I don't got a problem with her at all. I just have a problem with her being a white actress taking yet again a role from a person of color. And they act like they couldn't get an actual Hispanic woman for the role. Netflix has done this before. They cast Ronnie Hawk as a Hispanic woman in Off the Block or On the Block. And what made that even worse is one, she's white. Two, she's played a Hispanic character in the past before. And three, she said some pretty mean stuff concerning Hispanic people when Trump was about to be elected for president and stuff. It was so hurtful that it cost her her job on that Disney Channel show where she played a Hispanic actress. And Jenna Ortega was on that show. And her and Jenna Ortega had some beef because of that. They did it twice in that Winx rebooted adaptation thing they made where they cast two white actresses to play a Hispanic and an Asian actress. And it's like there were other Hispanic actresses they could have went. They could have went with Eva Longoria. She is a Mexican actress. Eva Longoria is a great actress. She has a great build. She has a Morticia built to her. Like, you know, it's just, and she has a great face for that Morticia look. They could have casted her, but they didn't. Rosanna Dawson, who's already on a on the Disney Plus show doing the Mandalorian thing, but she's about to have her own show. She could have even played Morticia Adams because the role isn't going to be that big, so she could have went back and forth. She is of Puerto Rican descent. She has a great look, a great facial look to her. She has that Morticia Adams vibe. Rosalind Sanchez is another Puerto Rican actress who could have filled in the role for Morticia Adams. She is gorgeous. She has that great look to her. She has that Morticia Adams look to her, and she's Puerto Rican. Anna Ortiz is another Puerto Rican actress who could have filled that slot. She has a great look to it. She has that Morticia Adams vibe. Those are like about what, 4 Latino actresses I just named, and they act like they couldn't find them? And the list goes on and on. What about Jennifer Lopez? Puerto Rican. What about Salma Hayek? She's Mexican. Jessica Alba, she's Mexican. Eva Mendes, she's retired, but God, I think she's like Puerto Rican or something. Representation matters. It matters for so many reasons. For so long, whitewashing has happened in Hollywood to where it has embarrassed the people of color. In the past, in the olden days, they will always cast like white stars as like Native Americans, Asian people, Indian people, and black people. And whenever they did that, they always made sure they made fun of those people. And it was such a huge stereotype, and it was such a hurtful stain on society for them to do that. And so you would assume that they will try to better themselves, like they always said they trying to better themselves in Hollywood. But how are they better themselves when they took a step back by hiring a white actress to play a Latino role? And it's just like little kids growing up, they want to see themselves on TV. They don't want to see like tons of white people on TV. They want to see themselves. They want to see themselves represented in a positive light. They don't want to be made into a stereotype. And I just don't understand why Netflix dropped the ball yet again for about the 4th or 5th time. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.